there's nothing to be scared about. So if you're someone that like is into the whole deep state conspiracy and thinking like and all this stuff, like it's like what I can tell you is that if you actually are really really paying attention, you actually see that this whole thing is just being destroyed by God each step of the way. Okay, like their whole plan was supposed to already happen. Like every time they're trying to do something, it literally fails for them. There's a bit of influence from them, right? But their actual plan or like their success never happens. It's always kicked down by God. Okay, and why is it still here? Because this world is about illusion. This world is about duality. Okay, so it's not gonna just totally not be there, even though it kind of is. But it's about illusion. Okay, and this is the game. Okay, you have to see. If the game is not easy, and you have to see through the illusion, even the major illusion. And for a lot of you guys, this is the major illusion. Once you guys get past this part, you've like really made it. You've made it really far, because you have to realize that if you're a spiritual person, if you're quote unquote awake, like you know how big like God is a part of this and how big faith is. Like you need to have faith, and then you also, if you are truly awake and truly paying attention and truly relying on the self and meditation and stuff like that and real spirituality to guide you, you understand and you can see the truth that this shit is just illusion. It's not gonna actually like this like a mass whatever like dying off or whatever isn't gonna happen. Like God will not allow that to happen. What this is it's an illusion, but it's also something that lights a bit of fire under humanity's ass to get their consciousness to evolve towards enlightenment. Okay, that's what consciousness is always doing, but this is just one of the pieces of the process that's pushing us towards it. Okay, having spiritual kindergartners as leaders and in powerful positions, but guess what, they're not in the all-powerful position. Okay, it's only illusion, and it's only a bit of incentivization for evolution of consciousness. So like Bill Gates and whatever, the World Bank, like their end game will never happen, and it keeps getting disrupted over and over and over again if you're really paying attention. Okay, it's just not gonna happen, but it's here to wake you up. Okay, that's what it is, and you just have to have faith, and you just gotta realize that like God is not gonna let some awful shit like that happen. He's not gonna let it happen, guys. He won't. It just won't work like that. Like it's like they fail over and over and over again, and they just keep failing and failing and failing. And that's just how it is. So like, and don't get caught up in it, because again, it's illusion. And if you know anything about the real spiritual pathway and stuff, if you're caught up in this bullshit, that's all attachment and illusion, and you're not caught up in the real truth, the real God, the real inside self, the real understanding. You're caught up. If you're caught up in illusion in this world, guess what? You're not going to get to fly around outside of your body. Okay, it's no issue. It's no problem. There are such powerful beings, saints, and gods. They're like manifestations of God, like real pure manifestations of God, and then God Himself. It's like the same thing. That would never let that type of stuff happen. Okay. There's nothing to worry about. You can play around in this world and do stuff like I'm talking about, like align yourself with evolution. Not get vaccinated, start eating a healthy diet, rely on herbs, and you're going to have a lot of fun, okay? But don't get overly attached to it. Don't get overly attached, okay? And definitely don't become, like, sucked into the illusion of, oh, like, this is the biggest thing ever, like, this is blah, 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 like these people were so evil, and because guess what? That's ultimately, it's illusion and attachment, and then it's also ultimately judgment. Okay, you have to. That's the whole thing. There's so many people that are so close, but they judge the spiritual kindergartners, and there's nothing to judge them for. They're just spiritual kindergartners, right? You can't judge these people. They're just at a lower fucking vibration than you. They're just at a different learning period than you. Okay, it's the same thing. They're consciousness, just like you. They're the lotus flower in the mud in the sprouting process, right? They're just a little deeper in the mud than you. Right? Some influence just happened to them that didn't happen to you. There's nothing to be worried about. There's nothing to judge. There's nothing to be attached to. And don't get sucked in the illusion. Just see that it's illusion and then be happy that you see through it. Have your faith. And then even like, you manifest it too, right? I mean, like you have faith, right? You have faith, you're fine. You're totally fine, guys. God bless.